cheat code problem, longest palindromic substring. So we have given a few examples here where essentially we need to find the longest substring within a given string, which is a palindrome. So there could be multiple solutions. We need to return only one, and it should be the largest one. So in order to do this, I created a new inner class called segment. So essentially the class has two left and right pointers, and it has a method getSize. So what I'm using this class for is to keep track of which is the largest substring present inside of this given string. So before we start, let's first do a edge case condition where if s equal to null, so we just return s. So I think you might have seen I created a variable outside of the method. So this is the one we'll be using to keep track of which is the maximum segment. So in the beginning, let's set it to just the first one. So, a palindrome of length 1 is equal to the, it's a, I think minimum possible one. Now we are going to, let's convert the string into a character array so it'll be easier to traverse it. So then we're just going to create a for loop to traverse the character array that we have. So here actually I should tell you there are two edge cases. One is the palindrome could be a odd length, of size, which is odd length, like BAB is a valid palindrome. In this case, we start from the middle and we keep incrementing, decrementing the pointers on both sides. We keep checking if they are the same, and if it is so, we keep adding them to the palindrome. Another possibility is their even length. So for that, we are creating, I think, two different checks. So now we'll create that method. So here we'll create a initial segment. And j is less than. So just to give an overview of what happened, let's see. palindrome. Um, so after we have created a max segment, we're just going to go down the array and find out if the different combinations of palindromes are possible, and we keep comparing it against the max. So here, I think there's a small edge case I noticed while solving this problem where the palindrome could be even or odd length. So for that we need two different checks. For the first one, we passed just the current index, and then we keep incrementing the pointer and comparing to see that if it's a valid palindrome. The other one is if it's an even length one, we pass the current index and the index one, increment the next pointer by one, and we pass it again to check if it's possible, like if it's a valid palindrome or not. So we keep comparing against the max, and if it's the value of max is less than car size, then we assign the value of max to that current segment. So we keep doing it until we reach the end of the string, and then we return so just the max. We have a lot of errors today, but let's try testing this. So I can see both the test cases are passed. We'll submit. So yeah, I think it's a good solution. There's some alternate solution. One is the brute force technique. So it's a case where we keep two pointers, and we keep increasing the pointers into different combinations, and at every time we increase, we have this is palindrome check, and we find out which is the maximum. So that one is of size O of n cube. So I think that's not the most best solution. There's another one we can use dynamic programming. That also is O of n squared. So the solution I've coded is O of n squared solution. But yeah, there's a dynamic programming solution which has, I think, similar runtime. So I think those are the three solutions I found for this. So let me leave some comments to see if anyone has a better solution for this. And yeah, thank you for joining.